This video is about all the famous people and celebrities who passed away in 1972 in the United States. This is the 5th episode. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Marilyn Maxwell. She was born in August 1921 and she died in March 1972. Her age was 50 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart failure. Marilyn Maxwell was an American actress and entertainer in career that spanned the 1940s and 1950s. She appeared in several films and radio programs and entertained the troops during the Second World War and the Korean War on USO tours with Bob Hope. She started her professional entertaining career as a radio singer and a singer on stage with Ted Weems' big band while still a teenager. She moved to Hollywood after being with the Pasadena Playhouse and signed with the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer in 1942 as a contract player. Among the radio programs in which she appeared were Beat the Band, Kraft Music Hall, and The Abbott and the Costello Show. Louise B. Mayer, the head of MGM, insisted she change the Marvel part of her real name. She dropped her first name and kept the middle one. She received critical praise for her performance in the musical Summer Holiday of 1948. The popular Christmas song Silver Bells made its debut in the Lemon Drop Kid, sung by Maxwell and Hope. In 1961, she starred in the television series Bus Stop, but withdrew midway through the season. Walter Winchell. He was born in April 1897 and he died in February 1972. His age was 74 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. He was a syndicated American newspaper gossip columnist and radio news commentator. Originally a vaudeville performer, Winchell began his newspaper career as a Broadway reporter, critic, and columnist for New York tabloids. He rose to national celebrity in the 1930s with Hearst newspaper chain syndication and a popular radio program. He was known for his innovative style of gossipy, staccato news briefs, jokes, and jazz-age slang. Biographer Neil Gabler claimed that his popularity and influence turned journalism into a form of entertainment. He uncovered both hard news and embarrassing stories about famous people by exploiting his exceptionally wide circle of contacts, first in the entertainment world and the Prohibition-era underworld, then in law enforcement and politics. He was known for trading gossip, sometimes in return for his silence. His outspoken style made him both feared and admired. Novels and movies were based on his wisecracking gossip columnist persona, as early as the play and film Blessed Event in 1932. Dan Kachungwa. He was born in 1860 and he died in February 1972. His age was 112 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Dan Kachungwa was a Hopi Native American traditional leader, son of Yakima, keeper of the Fire Clan tablets, who founded Hotevilla in 1906. He is one of 4 Hopis who decided or were appointed to communicate Hopi traditional wisdom and teachings, including the Hopi prophecies of the future, to the general public in 1946, after the use of the first 2 nuclear weapons on Japan. He was the eldest of the group of 4 knowledgeable Hopis and the first to die. Kachungwa was a member of the Sun Clan. The transcript of a talk by Kachungwa recorded on January 29, 1972, and has been widely republished in books, journals, and on the internet. According to the East-West Journal, July 15, 1975 publication of his message, Dan Kachungwa, the Sun Clan leader in Hotevilla village, was told by his father Yakima that he would live to see the beginning of Purification Day. Dan died in 1972. Pie Traynor. He was born in November 1898 and he died in March 1972. His age was 73 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. Paul Traynor was an American third baseman, manager, scout, and radio broadcaster in Major League Baseball who played his entire career between 1920 and 1937 for Pittsburgh Pirates. Traynor battled over .310 times, posting a career average of .320, and had several seasons over 100 runs batted in RBI, with home runs limited by playing in Forbes Field, the most difficult part of power hitting in the National League. He compensated by reaching double digits in triples 11 times, leading the league in 1923. He batted .346 in the 1925 World Series to help the Pirates take their first championship in 16 years. Traynor led National League third baseman in putouts 7 times, in double plays 4 times, and in assists 3 times. His 41 double plays in 1925 were a National League record until 1950, and his 226 putouts that year remains the highest National League total since 1905. Traynor was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1948, becoming the initial third baseman elected by the Baseball Writers Association of America. Lorenzo Wright. He was born in December 1926 and he died in March 1972. His age was 45 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was murder. Lorenzo Wright was an American athlete, a Detroit native. He started at Miller High School and Wayne State University. Wright is renowned for his noteworthy track and field accomplishments. Following his athletic career, L.C. Wright served many seasons as the track and swimming pool coach at Miller, Eastern and Southwestern High School during the 1960s. Wright's athletes were some of the best in the United States. Wright was later appointed director of the Detroit Public Secondary Schools Athletic League. Wright was honored posthumously as a 1973 inductee to the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame and in 1976 as a charter member of the Wayne State University Athletic Hall of Fame, one of Detroit's major interscholastic athletic facilities adjacent to Martin Luther King High School, is named Lorenzo C. Wright Field. In 1972, at age 45, Wright was stabbed to death in his Detroit home by his wife Elizabeth during a dispute about their possible separation. Gil Hodges. He was born in April 1924 and he died in April 1972. His age was 47 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Gil Hodges was an American first baseman and manager in Major League Baseball (MLB) who played most of his 18-year career for Brooklyn, Los Angeles Dodgers. An 8-time All-Star, he anchored the infield for the Dodgers through 6 pennant winners and 2 World Series titles before leading the New York Mets to their first World Series title in 1969, one of the most beloved and admired players in Major League history. Hodges was introduced into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2022, 50 years after his sudden death. Born in Princeton, Indiana, Hodges was the son of a coal miner in Petersburg, Indiana, where he was a 4-sport athlete in high school before attending St. Joseph's College, where he played baseball and basketball. He dropped out to sign with the Brooklyn Dodgers, making his debut at the age of 19 before joining the United States Marine Corps during the Second World War, receiving the Bronze Star Medal after serving in combat as an anti-aircraft gunner during the battles of Tinian and Okinawa in the Pacific Theater. After being discharged, Hodges returned to the Dodgers organization, making his way back to the majors in 1947. He was highly regarded as the Major League's outstanding first baseman in the 1950s. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.